Hi, all. The tutorial is prepared for the experts to help them to understand the Scrum process, the framework, and its implementation. If you are already a part of high performing Scrum team, this will aptly act as a Scrum tutorial for experts like you and many others. So, this advanced Scrum tutorial will walk you through the various important elements in Scrum, and this, of course, will give a complete explanation on the user stories, Scrum artifacts, sprint execution, and how to improve the team velocity, agile estimation, patterns of adopting, and a lot more. And also, if you are looking for the certification as a Scrum Master, please go through this complete tutorial. And in this session, I will give you an introduction and overview of Agile Scrum. And let's look into the details. So before looking into the Scrum, I want to give you an explanation on what is Agile. And if you are non to this, it's fine to hear once again. And the Agile has become one of the popular used word in the software development industry. But you want to know what exactly the Agile development is. And to understand what is new, let me explain you about some other waterfall, some other traditional methods like waterfall. So the Agile is having more advantages than the other traditional software models like waterfalls. So in Agile, let me look into the waterfall model. So what is a waterfall model? And waterfall model is also a commonly used software development model with the characteristics as waterfall model as shown in the figure. Like in most cases, whenever the new functionalities are added, earlier requirements may change. The waterfall model is not structured to accommodate such continuous changes in the requirements. So the user will not be having the clarity on the functionality of the product till the product becomes available in its entity. So this sequential model that divides the software development into predefined phases, and each phases must be completed before the next phase can begin with no overlap between the phases. So in the software development life cycle, it is in the waterfall model, like it is divided into phases, and also only at the end of the phase we will be able to receive the software which has been developed. And it was introduced in the year 1970 by Vincent Royce. In the iterative incremental model, the development starts with a limited number of requirements, that is, it is based on the priority. So the deliverable is working increment of the product. A set of activities ranging from the requirements to code development is called an iteration. So based on the functionality of the increment and any or all of the new, even if you have any pending requirements, the next lot of requirements is given to the subsequent iteration. So the outcome of the subsequent iteration, that is here, if we see, if we get iteration 1, see the outcome of this iteration is an enhanced working increment of the product. So this is repeated till the product accomplishes the required functionalities. This will repeat till iterations n. So the user is not usually involved in the development work, and it may cause the communication gaps resulting in incorrect functionalities. The involvement is positive for the development team, but it's demanding on the time of the team where they can add delays. So any requirement changes during an iteration may lead to the confusion and may also create scope creeps. So with this disadvantages, agile development came into existence. So before that, this is the definition or the explanation of agile process, and we want to know why the agile process came into existence, and also what is the wrong with the traditional methods. So here we can say that see that the waterfall is the development of the software flow that happens sequentially in different phases from start point to end point. In agile, we can see the agile method proposes the increment and iterative approach to the software design. And this is the why we are not following the traditional methods and why we are following agile. The traditional methods, of course, have many cons, like poor quality. In the waterfall model, when the project starts running out of time and money, the organization is forced to cut the costs and time on testing, which leads to the poor quality delivery. And visibility is poor, since the working project is not getting produced until the final product, so you will never really know where you are on the waterfall project, and the last 20% of the project seems to take 80% of the time in waterfall. And the traditional method like waterfall is risky because we don't get the product to test your design until late in the project. And also, even if it is not tested, you don't know if you are building the right product or not. So this is all at the initial. Even if we have if we are not having any chances in testing the product at the initial stage, and the final stage of testing will make you risky. Change. In this model, if you have adapt any changes, then you have to start from the initial stages, and this also will lead to high cost, and also even this will delays the delivery. So because of these, considering these issues, agile has developed. And while looking into the definition of agile and all, what is Agile Manifesto? The Agile Manifesto was published by a team of software development in the year 2001. This is to highlight the importance that needs to be given to the development team, accommodating the changing requirements, the customer involvement. And this is the Agile Manifesto is as follows. We are uncovering the better ways of developing software by doing it and helping others to do it. Through this work, we have come to the value like individuals and interactions, then tools and processes, working software, then comprehensive documentation, cooperation with the customer, then contract negotiation, respond to change than following a plan. So I will explain you the Agile Manifesto items, like what is the individuals and interactions, like the importance needs to be given to the self organization and self motivation of the team members, and also continuous interaction of work, like clarifications and informations among the team members. Working software is the delivery of the working software at short duration intervals, which helps to gain the customer's trust and assurance with the team. And the third one, cooperation with the customer, is the customer collaboration, like constant involvement of the customer with the development team to ensure the communication of necessary modifications, or even if the customer suggests any changes, or we can change it accordingly, which will makes the customer happy. And responding to change, focus on quick response to proposed changes, which is made possible with short duration of iterations. So the key element of Agile Manifesto is that we must trust people and their ability to collaborate. Here we are building a happy team as well as the efficient team to deliver a good product where the customer can be happy. For this reason, the specific agile methodologies developed tap the abilities of the team members by emphasizing the teamwork and collaboration throughout the life cycle of the project. And let's look into the key principles of Agile. There are around 12 principles of Agile. And first one is the customer satisfaction. The customer satisfaction through early and continuous working of the software. Welcoming changing requirements. Even the change requirements, it is okay to accept the change requirements at the later stages of the development. This is not possible in waterfall model. Frequent delivery, like delivering the working softwares frequently rather than monthly or after the delivery of complete development of the project. And business and development working together, like will have a close association of developers with the business people on daily basis. Motivated individuals at the heart of the projects, like build projects around the motivated individuals, give them necessary support and trust them. Face-to-face communication, this in agile methodology encourages this face-to-face conversation to ensure efficient and effective communication. Software as the measure of progress. Working software is the primary measure of progress. Aim for sustainable development. So promote sustainable progress or development with the ability to maintain a constant pace throughout the development. Continuous attention to the details, like what matters, continuous attentions to technical excellence and good design. The keeping it simple. Simplicity is essential, and this is also a principle of Agile. Creating self-organizing teams. regular attention of the team on becoming effective in changing circumstances. While throughout the course of Agile and Scrum, I will be emphasizing on the term self-organizing of teams, which is very important in Agile methodology. And final one is make time for the reflection. So this is the principles of Agile, where you just want to understand what are the principles like and how the Agile process is moving on. And at the Agile methodologies, here comes the Scrum. Scrum is one of the methodology of Agile, where we will be learning throughout this course. So we have many methodologies, like there are top 7 methodology. First, let me explain with extreme programming, XP. It is the type of agile software development in which where frequent releases in short development cycles. This will give an improve in productivity, and it introduces some checkpoints where the customer requirements can be adopted. So this methodology takes its names from the idea that the beneficial elements of the traditional software engineering practices are taken to the extreme levels. So the extreme programming is a software development discipline that organizes the people to produce higher quality software more productively. So the XP or extreme programming methodology addresses the analysis, development, and test phases that make substantial difference to the quality of the end product. So you just want to know like the terms, that is what are the top agile methodologies. So here we will be explaining about Scrum in more detail. And the next methodology is feature driven development. In this feature driven development model, it relies on the repetition of a very short development cycle. First, it will be based on the features, the different phases of it will be the different phases where the product is delivered with new features added. And Kanban is a system to improve and to keep up a high level of production. This is the new strategy in the organization to employ to control the inventory expenses is achieved. So Kanban became an effective tool in support of running a production system as a whole, and this is an excellent way of promoting the improvement. And Lean is another methodology of agile methodologies. And over the last 10 years, there were an ever increasing volume of success stories. All the other companies started adapting the methodologies and the agile methodologies and dramatically improved the success of performance in their IT development teams and projects with agile practices. And this has caused the agile to be widely adopted across the variety of industries, including media and technology, large corporates, and even government. So the agile framework helps the teams to benefit from faster time to deliver, and to it reduces risk and also increase the return on investment. Here during this last 10 years, when we consider all the methodologies, you should know why Scrum came into existence, and Scrum is more popular among all other methodologies. So nearly around 58% of the company adopt Scrum, and also 10% you can see it for Scrum and XP hybrid model. So this using of Scrum methodology in the organizations have given an ever large increase in the success stories, where the companies have shown much improvement in their performance, even if we consider the development teams or non-development sectors. So this is the methodologies which has been used, and you can see the Scrum is used widely in all the companies. So now let's look into what is Scrum. Scrum is a framework for developing and sustaining complex products, and Ken Schwaber and Jeff Sutherland developed the Scrum, and together they have created few rules for Scrum, and all these rules gives the Scrum process. So the Scrum is a framework within which the people can address complex adaptive problems while productively and creatively delivering the products at a highest possible value. So Scrum framework is used to manage complex product development, and the Scrum has emerged from 1990s, and this is not a process or technique for building a product. Rather, it is a framework where you can employ various processes and techniques. So the Scrum framework consists of the teams, associated roles, events, artifacts, and the rules. So each component within the framework serves as a specific purpose and is essential to Scrum's success usage. Are Scrum and Agile the same thing? No. The Scrum is a subgroup of Agile, or Scrum is a framework of Agile. So the Scrum is a simple definition you can give is a Scrum is a Agile framework. The Scrum process includes planning, sprint cycle, and the closure of the product, that is product delivery. So the Scrum is based on the principles and values of Agile Manifesto. And across the industry, there are some misconceptions like Scrum means no documentation, Scrum team consists of only developers, and so on. It is not entirely so. We will give the clarifications in the coming videos. And the Scrum also, the Scrum process framework is much important. Like this is the Agile Scrum framework. You can see in Scrum, the events are used to create regularity. So all the events happening in the Scrum are time boxed events, and that every event has a maximum duration. So the events are described more in the coming sessions of the training. So this is the basic Agile Scrum framework, where I will explain you as in very simple way that we will get to know the details in the next session. So we are getting inputs from we will be having a meeting with stakeholders, customers, users, and the product owner will get inputs from all the stakeholders, and he will make it as a backlog, or the tasks are listed out and it will be given to the team. The team will have a discussion with the product owners and even with the scrum master, and will break out the tasks, or will take the tasks and deliver the task at the end of the sprint, and will give a definition of what is sprint and what are the sprint meetings or backlogs in the coming sessions. So these process, like before the delivery of the product, what are the process the team is doing, or what the product owner is doing, or what the scrum master is working out, and how the product is delivered, and what are the meetings happening, or what are the events happening. These all will be explained in the coming sessions, so you will be getting a clear idea on Scrum. So before that, you should know what is sprint. Sprint is the heart of Scrum. A sprint is a time box of 1 month, or usually between 2 to 4 weeks. So what the sprints have throughout the development, the sprint will be having a consistent durations. So like a sprint consists of sprint plannings, daily scrums, the meetings, the development work, the sprint review, the sprint retrospective, and many events will happen during the sprint. So the new sprint starts immediately after the conclusion of the previous sprint. So during the sprint, no changes are made that would affect the sprint goal. And development team composition remains constant. Quality goals do not decrease. And scope may be clarified and renegotiated between the product owner and the development team as more is learned. So if you have any doubt, or if you are not clear on these concepts, do not worry. Like in the coming sessions, I will explain you in detail of what sprint is, what are sprint events, and how the sprint will goes, and how we can end the sprint. So to conclude this, I want to give you a simple explanation. Like Scrum is a process framework which defines certain rules, events, and roles to bring in a regularity. So this is adapted to any organization based on the needs, provided the basic Scrum rules are not violated. So this is all about the introduction on Scrum. Thank you for watching. If you really like the video, give a thumbs up and subscribe my channel, share with your friends, and see you in the next video.